Greetings, TAYliens, and welcome back to my channel. If you're like, what did she just call me? TAYliens just means that you are subscribed to this channel because I am your girl Tay, and we are like aliens because we're just so out of this motherfucking world that makes us TAYliens. And being a TAYlien just means that you are subscribed to the channel. And also hit that bell so you can be notified whenever I pull up new content just like this. And also being a TAYlien means that there's an extra special TAYlien message at the very end of certain pick a card readings like today's for you. All right, so we do have some extra special messages ready just for you. So stay tuned for that at the very end. But we're going to go ahead and progress into today's pick a card topic, which is all about a current energy reading. And we're going to tap into the energies of the ethers that are influencing you, energies influencing your internal world, energies influencing your external world, as well as the overall energies influencing you and how it's ultimately having you perceived at this time. Okay, so this is just a checkpoint, an energy checkpoint, if you will, to see where you stand, especially in regards to the new moon and solar eclipse energy that we are in the prime of as I am recording this right here, right now, as you are watching live. Okay. Speaking of, that is going to be the theme for Patreon this week. So if you're not already a member on Patreon, you do want to click the second link in the description box so you can be in tune with this new energy in regards to the new Libra moon, as well as the Aries North Node, as well as the solar eclipse energy that we are in the midst of experiencing and going to be experiencing into the future, and how it's going to impact us henceforth and forevermore, moving on beyond this current point in time. Okay, so that was a lot. If you're interested in booking a personal reading, that'll be the first link in the description box. You can hit that link and select any of the options. There's some predetermined readings as well as some options for 1 or 2 questions. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns regarding that, you can send me an email. All right. No long talking. Let's go ahead and get this ish on and pop in. Let's see how I'm going to hold this. All right, so again, we are talking about how you're currently being perceived in regards to how the ether's energy is impacting you, energy is impacting your internal and external world, and just your overall energy read here. Okay, so this is group number 1, group 2, group 3, group 4, group 1, group 2, group 3, group 4, group 1, group 2, group 3, group 4. And if you are tuned in watching the video, the least you could do is give the video a thumbs up for time, effort, energy. And the most you could do is hit the subscribe button to become a TAYlien for the extra special message at the very end just for you. As well as the most you could do is leave a comment in the comment section down below or share this video with a friend. If you're watching in the live chat, make sure you keep us in tune with what's going on with you. Let us know what groups you're choosing, how you're feeling, where you're from. Let us know. Even if you're not watching in the live chat and you're watching after the fact, we still want to know all the information in the comment section down below. All right. And you guys already know that I look forward to your feedback. So let's go ahead and get started again. That's group 1, group 2, group 3, group 4. Let me know which groups are calling to you or which group is calling to you. All right, let us know in the comment section down below or in the live chat. Let us know. And I'm going to go ahead and get the timestamps pulled up. And no long talking, let's go ahead and get this ish on and popping 10. Okay, you guys, please let me know where you're tuning in from, how you're feeling, and just all that good stuff. If you have any good news, let us know. Okay. All right. So getting started. Also, before we get started, last week's Patreon topic was about exposing secrets, and that was honestly really juicy, and I'm really glad that we did that. So I can't wait to see what is going to be in the week ahead. But just know, okay, just know that Patreon is on the rise. It's on the one and popping. Okay, so there's obviously more energy coming towards Patreon that needs to be there so the messages can really flow through. And so I'm grateful for you guys for that. All right, so now let's go ahead and get started. Okay, I'm making note of each timestamp so that I can put it up as soon as this video is done. And let's get started. Group number 1. Group number one, how are you feeling? Let's go ahead and get into your reading and find out all the energies, the infos that we need in regards to you and how your energy is being perceived, how you're being impacted by the ethers, your internal world, your external world, and overall energy. Let's get it started. Okay. Talk to me about my group number ones. What energy of the ethers is currently impacting my group number ones? What energies of the ethers is currently impacting my group number ones? We have Capricorn, the boss. Okay, so Capricorn energy, Capricorn in your chart could be highly significant. If you don't have Capricorn in your chart, this could be about any 10th house placements, or this can be about how Capricorn energy is simply impacting you currently, whether it's in your chart or not. Okay, so you'll want to pay attention to Saturn and whatever Saturn has going on, because it's got a lot to do with your energy at this time and how the ethers is currently impacting you. It's all wrapped up in Saturn energy. Bottom of the deck is Aries. Okay, so Saturn, Capricorn energy, or Mars, Aries energy is how the ethers is currently impacting you. Okay, so before we dive into this energy, I want to pull more oracle cards, and then we can dive into the truths that need to be revealed here. Okay, we have, wow, your hard work is paying off in the reverse here. New moon in Capricorn. Okay, so I can't make this up. Even the energy that is impacting your internal world is Capricorn energy as well here. Okay, I am picking up on this false start or this miscommunication. That's why it's in the reverse here. It's almost as if like you're trying to translate a language that you're just learning how to speak, or just learning how to write, or just learning how to communicate in. Okay, so there's something here about new territory for you that you are in the midst of. Okay, and I think you're kind of like, you're confident, which is that Aries energy. You're confident about what you're doing or where you're going, but you're still hesitant when it comes to taking practical steps, because again, you are in uncharted territory, or territory that you're just not used to being in. Bottom of the deck is balance, spirituality, and practicality. This is where the confidence comes from. The confidence is in the fact that you will be guided, led, and protected in whatever direction that you need to be. But there's also that intelligence that comes along with that faith to know, okay, just because I know that I'm covered and that I'm safe doesn't mean that I'm going to make any crazy willy-nilly choices, movements, or decisions. Okay, and let's see energies impacting your external world. Energies impacting your external world. Energies impacting your external world. Four of Swords. That's, this is so, it's falling right into place. Because I was going to talk about how it seems like there may be lack of motion or silence in your world, which is also being clarified here. Bottom of the deck, the Eight of Swords, also known as trapped in fear. Okay, now it doesn't have to be actual fear, but what I'm gathering here is that because you're in some sort of unfamiliar or uncharted territory, let's go back to your image here as well. It's like you've heard wind, you've caught wind, or you've caught some sort of direction of where the toilet is, but it's still the fact that you have to go through a whole maze to find the toilet here. Okay, so it's like you've been given instructions for something, and now it's the point of like following the instructions, and again, translating a language that you've never communicated within before. Okay. So let's break this down step by step. The ethers is impacting you in a way that is meant to make you more unbreakable, that is meant to make you more ambitious, realistic, and disciplined, but with a logical mind in regards to what steps need to be taken. Practical, not even so much logical. Logic is in tune with practicality, but it's logic I associate with air energy and the color blue, when in reality you are with earth energy and the color brown, being grounded, planted as a seed would be. And that's where that confusion comes in. Your internal world is probably feeling like pensive. Your inner world is probably feeling a bit scorpionic, kind of quiet, or Piscean as well. Okay, so it's not so much scorpionic; it is Piscean, because remember that that full moon in Pisces energy was at the bottom of the deck, and so that Piscean energy is your inner world listening to whatever it is that is being downloaded to you, whatever it is that you are observing, that you're realizing that the ethers is trying to communicate to you. Again, that language that you've never spoken before, never communicated within, you have taken a deeper step, a deeper dive into your spiritual self, your spiritual body, which when this happens, stillness occurs, which is why your external world is being represented by rest and rejuvenate, the Four of Swords, because your external world is not moving. Hence, you at your center are not moving because you are listening. You are in that still full moon in Pisces energy, listening for the answer to your prayer or looking for that next step or the next practical step, whether it comes to you in a whimsical way or a logical way. It doesn't matter. You're still going to have that practical energy that's impacting you right now to back up whatever this is that's going on here. So I really feel like you are currently in a pensive or planning state here, deciding what direction to go in, making plans, okay, whether they are written plans or just mental plans. Or I'm also getting here too that you are taking a lot of mental notes, and also your relationships currently, whether they are platonic, romantic, acquaintances, deep friendships, whatever it may be, you are learning a lot from those interactions here. But I feel as though you are not interacting with a lot of people. I think there may be a solid 3 that you may be interacting with on a day-to-day basis. And these, whatever that solid number is, whether it's 3 more or less, that solid number of individuals that are kind of in your everyday life are kind of coming to you with hints, tips, and tricks and bits of information that you need in order to move ahead so that you can move out of that stillness. I don't even want to call it stagnation because it's actually stillness for you to listen. Okay. All right. So let's see more energies, please, in regards to my group number 1's current energy, how they're being perceived. Wow. Ooh, okay. So stealthy is one of them. Stealthy is something that's coming through here. Not easily caught off guard, okay? Well aware of your surroundings. Things, it's hard for things to make it past you without you noticing, okay? We have the Empress that came out in the reverse here. These are, the tarot cards are going to amplify the message with the overall energy that you are in. Interesting. Knight of Wands just came in the reverse as well. There's something interesting here about this reversal energy, which we already know. We're going to take it back to that energy that's influencing your internal world. Your hard work is paying off. The new moon and Capricorn energy that came in the reverse. And again, that's impacting your internal world. So, okay. We now have the Strength card. We have the Five of Cups, and I want one more to highlight the overall energies. Temperance, King of Pentacles. Yeah, so there's a waiting with intention energy that's currently emanating off of you. People are probably hesitant to walk up to you right now. People are hesitant to interrupt you. People are hesitant because they can tell that there's a lot going on in your inner world, okay? You seem to be focused, concentrated, or studying, or trying to figure out something or find something here. Yeah, the Queen of Pentacles is your overall energy. Seven of Wands and the King of Swords. Look at that. Like literally your energy is giving like this ward off energy saying, do not bother, do not disturb because I'm focused. We have the Star here at the bottom of the deck, which lets me know that this is not a form of unhealthy isolation. This is exactly where you are meant to be. So let's shuffle for new bottom of the deck energies so that we can wrap up the synopsis of this reading. Wow. The Hermit. Bottom of the deck energy for my group number 1's the Hermit. So I already said the word isolation, which talks about that Hermit energy. But I feel, again, that this is a lightweight type of isolation. And I don't even think isolation is really the right word, but we'll just go with that for lack of a better term. Because this Queen of Pentacles doesn't feel isolated. She feels out of reach because they simply cannot get to her. She's in a land far away. It's expensive to get over here. Whatever you want to say, this Queen of Pentacles energy is saying that I'm sitting on something. It's kind of like a bird sitting on eggs, getting ready to hatch. Okay. I have something important here. I'm on the precipice of something big here. Okay. There's this energy emanating off of group number one that you are on the precipice of something, or you are about to crack the code to something, or you are about to find something, or you are about to access something. For some of you, you already know what this is because you already got the acceptance letter, or you already signed the papers, or you already did this, you already did that. But now it's just waiting on the next step here. Spirit's drawing my attention to the cards that are in the reverse. Your hard work is paying off in the reverse with the Empress reverse as well as the Knight of Wands reverse. Literally, the moment that you take calculated movements, I wanted to say risks, but I think you're out of the risk. Everything can be a risk. But either way, the moment that you take that calculated step, that realistic, ambitious, disciplined, and prepared step, the moment that you do that, you unlock this new realm of Empress energy that's going to be attracting things to you fairly quickly, at least quicker than what they seem to be coming in now, because again, we're in that still energy, which may feign this energy of stagnation, but it's not stagnancy. It may feel that way, but it is not stagnancy at all. Okay. So you are currently being perceived as someone who is in the waiting room, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, in whatever way that resonates. You're in the waiting room, but you are definitely up next. Okay. One closing card to finalize this energy, please, for my group number ones. Wow. Okay, and I'm also getting something about like, I'm talking about like waiting rooms, and I feel like there's something about like filing paperwork. Yeah, and as I'm sitting here shuffling I almost called her the Queen of Pentacles, and then I almost called her the Queen of Wands. This is the Empress. Okay, so Queen of Pentacles energy and Queen of Wands energy is being prepped and cleaned and cleansed for you. Page of Pentacles is your overall energy here. You are in a learning phase. You are taking notes in some way, shape, or form here. Bottom of the deck is the Six of Pentacles. For some of you could quite literally be a mentee to someone, or some of you are preparing for mentorship. You are prepared to be the mentor. But in whatever way that this resonates here, I see that you are overcoming some sort of losses that have finally been overcome with wins. It's almost like you lost enough and you've gained just enough to either even out those losses or just kind of like make ends meet. I feel like you are like at this make ends meet point in your life, or this breaking even energy. So you're just about to make a profit. There's something here about like this breaking even energy. Okay. And taking the losses, but now getting ready to celebrate the gains. I think that you're recovering from some sort of loss or multiple losses. And even if they're not, I don't know, they might not be losses. For some of you, it could just simply be that, let's say that you completed a program for something and now you realize that you don't even want to utilize this knowledge anymore. You want to, or if you do, it's going to be in a whole different manner. So it could just be you closing out old chapters that you no longer want anything to do with, and now moving into these new phases, which again, you are in the stillness, you are in the in between, because you already learned your lessons from taking past movements, choices, and decisions that you maybe regret or would have done differently today. So you are moving differently because now you know better. So now you're doing better. You're moving better. You're moving smarter. You're moving wiser. Chess pieces are showing up here. Chessboard energy is coming through. All right. And these two right here are saying check and mate. So definitely some sort of, for some of you, this could be like a mother-son duo. You and your son could be leveling up together. Or you and your daughter, you and your lover, whomever. But there's something about a duo here. Definitely something about a duo. Or it could just be two aspects of yourself. But this is all that I have for my group number 1. Thank you so much for tuning in. There is a TAYliens message at the very end just for you. If you are interested in joining Patreon, this week's theme is going to be all about the Aries North Node, the the Libra new moon, as well as the solar eclipse energies, which is going to be bringing in a whole lot of, that's why I said Leo, which is going to be bringing in a whole lot of energies for you because it has a lot to do with the Lionsgate portal back in August. All right, you guys. But if you want more information on that, again, join Patreon, second link in the description box. If you want a more personalized version of this reading to find out how you're currently being perceived and how the energies are impacting you, you can book a personal reading. First link in the description box. You can book that with a 1 question or 2 question option, just depending on how many questions you have. But if it's just like this reading, you'll want to do it in the 2-step process so that we could talk about the energies impacting you as well as the energies that have you being perceived a specific way. All right. That's all that I have for my group number 1. Now, group number 2. Tap in, group number 2. Let me know that you're here. The year 2025 is a big year for my group number 2s. The year 2025 is a big year for my group number 2s. Okay, wow. I haven't even gotten into it yet, but we already getting into it, okay? So we're breaking this down in terms of the energies impacting you from the ethers, energies impacting your inner world, energies impacting your external world, and then the overall energies of how you are currently being perceived based on the energies that are impacting and influencing you. If you want a more personalized version of this reading, you want to click the very first link in the description box and book a reading with a 1 question or 2 question to specifically ask this question for you as an individual. If you're interested in unfolding all of the newness that is going to be brought to us this week and so on and so forth, you'll want to join Patreon because that is the theme of this week. It's a new year, baby. New year, new you. And that is very relevant for my group number 1s with this North Node here. Impacting you from the ethers is North Node energy. And I was just talking about how 2025 is a big year for you. So you are literally in the middle of your thing, your purpose, your why, if you will. All right. What is the bottom of the deck energy here impacting my group number 2s? We have moon feelings. Okay, so energies impacting you from the ethers. Femininity that guards you or guides you right. Matriarchy, okay? So you're taking on a leadership role, but from a feminine aspect, okay? That's the energy impacting you from the ethers. And this energy can be impacting you in your world in so many different ways. It can have you showing up softer in your friendships, showing up softer for yourself, showing up softer at work in whatever way. Oh, wow. I just saw the North Node card in a whole different deck. So just know that there's a major move being made in the next 2 years. I'm seeing 1.3 years, not 1.5 years. It's technically 1.3 years, which would be a year and 4 months, if I'm doing my math correctly. So a year and 4 months from right now, literally today. A year and 4 months from today would be October, November, December, January, February. Would be 2025 of February, which would make a lot of sense, okay? So from now until 2025 of February, if I did that math correctly, that is a prime time of you stepping into your North Node, your destiny, your purpose, okay? Now we're going to talk about the energies that are impacting you internally. We have prosperity lies ahead, new moon in Taurus. Yeah. So I feel like this group here, you've already caught wind of, or you are about to catch wind of good news, good things to come to you. I'm hearing windfalls, properties, winnings, abundance. For some, I'm hearing something about scandals and schemes that are turning out in your favor here. So those of you that are dealing with some sort of court cases or anything like that, I see that being closed out, solidified in between this time here as well. We are on group number 2 currently, and there are 4 groups, you guys, with a TAYliens message at the very end. So stay tuned for that. Bottom of the deck is surrender to the divine. Okay. And the cards just keep coming out. I really feel like you don't really have much of a choice in the direction that you're going in right now. And obviously you do, because you could always stop and say, "Fuck all this, I'm not going to do it." But what I mean is, I think you've committed and you're following through with said commitment here is something that I'm picking up on. The number 8 could be significant to you. Scorpio season is going to be unlocking a lot for you as well. Yeah. Wow. Movement, choices, and decisions. The 2 of Pentacles is at the bottom of the deck, but the card that came out for you is the 8 of Cups, emotional withdrawal. I really feel like this group here, with this being the energy that's impacting your external world, there may be a lot of things that you're maybe not emotionally attached to at this time in your current life, but you're just going with the flow. Hence the surrender to the divine energy that's impacting your internal world. You are trusting the path that you're on. You're trusting the steps that you're taking. You're trusting that it's going to be prosperous for you in whatever way, shape, or form that it happens to turn out for you. Okay. So this group right here, you might already be in the middle of a program or in the middle of getting that degree. You might be in the middle of training for that new job, training for that promotion. You already signed up for this, signed up for that. And so now you're just following through with the commitment. Okay. Yeah. The 8 of Swords. Look at that. And at the bottom of the deck is the King of Cups. You are following through with some sort of a commitment here. Okay. This is the overall energy impacting you. You're currently being viewed as though you are doing something because you said that you would. Okay, I'm seeing a stingray in my mind's eye. So something about a stingray is significant. You might want to look up the symbolism behind stingrays. For some of you, this could be a mascot near you or something like that. We have the 3 of Swords coming out here. How are you currently being perceived? We have the High Priestess. Yeah, this group right here, you're just enduring something that you have to endure. This is really like the way that it's showing up in my mind's eye, the best way that I can show you. This would be energy that would be reflected to me when I was in the prime of university years, like getting my degree. You just do that shit because you're there. Yeah, 5 of Swords. So this could be the group where a lot of you may literally be in school, or you could be in school working as well, or you could have multiple jobs, or you could be a student as well as a parent. I just feel like you're balancing a lot at this time here, but it's a chapter that you've committed to because you know that there's something better on the other side for you. So you're enduring something that you know will pay off in the end, although it is difficult right now, but you know that you're on the right path, even though some days you may not feel like it. The Emperor comes out here to confirm for me that you are comfortable and confident with who you are, but it's just a lot going on around you, a lot going on within you, and you're just being called to trust the process, hence the surrender to the divine at the bottom of the deck, and trusting that prosperity lies ahead. Okay. And what is the overall energy here? Yeah, like for this to be reflecting how you are overall with the 8 of Swords, the 3 of Swords, like, damn, I don't want to be doing this. For some of y'all, it's like a workout that just, it hurts so bad, but you're just motivating yourself through it. Okay. But then to turn around from the 8 of Swords to the 3 of Swords, and then turn around with the High Priestess and the Emperor, it lets me know that you're not letting these minuscule tasks or these people or these places or these things, you're not letting it get in your way. Now I'm seeing 2 orca whales like jumping out of the water together, or like kind of like almost like how dolphins kind of like jump, but I'm seeing 2 orca whales do that. So sea animals seem to be relevant here. And also when I talked about orca whales, the horn honked outside. Okay, so again, something about mascots. Some of you could be familiar with like mascots for sports teams or schools, or something that has something to do with underwater animals, or Finding Nemo could be relevant to you. As some would say, just keep swimming kind of vibe here. I think you're really in that. Okay, and look at this. So the way that these cards were just sitting down next to each other, you see how that air is flowing here between the 2 cards, connecting them. Like literally the air flow lines up perfectly from the High Priestess card into the Emperor card. Like there's this effortless flow, just knowing that even though you may not like what you're doing, or you may not like this, you may not like that, you are disciplined enough to get the shiz done. And as I said, disciplined enough, I just saw the King of Pentacles. Okay, so that's the energy that is currently got people perceiving you in a specific way. It's got to do with your kingly energies, mostly King of Cups as well as King of Pentacles. There's a glimpse of King of Wands energy in there, but it's mostly King of Cups and King of Pentacles. I think there's something that you are trying to see through, even though you don't want to. Like for some of you, you're in the last few months of a lease or a contract or something like that here. Something about some peanuts is relevant. For some of you, this is like a sports team, like you play for or something, okay? And overall, yeah, the Two of Pentacles here. Overall, you're just waiting on the wheel to turn. You're just waiting on that. That for some of you, you're waiting to meet that goal so that you can quit or so that you can let go. And when I say that, I mean like maybe you needed to make up a certain amount of money here. Yeah, the Ace of Swords. You're very clear about the task at hand and what needs to be done, but you're also very clear that this is not what you want to do. For a lot of you, you're in the midst of a situation where you're realizing, okay, I know that I'm on the right path because I know that this is temporary for me. And that's because I can't stay here forever. A lot of you may be uncomfortable in a situation that you're currently in, and you know that it cannot be your forever story. This is confirmation for you that just because this is where you currently are does not mean that it's going to be where you end up. Okay, so trust where you are, trust what you're doing, trust where you're going, even though it may feel kind of monotonous at this time. Okay, but you're just kind of going with the flow and doing what you got to do. Okay, you're making all the instruments make noises. Okay, this is your signifying card. You're making all the instruments do what they got to do. Okay. All right, let's get one closing card here for my group number 2s to close out their reading and then move on. Okay, we got a bonus card, so I'm not going to take both of these. But we have the 9 of Cups to the 5 of Swords. Bottom of the deck is the Magician. Literally, this is like, I know that I said that this is what I want, but god damn, I got to do all this for it. Okay, so there could be something here too, like a be careful what you wish for kind of thing, because maybe you wish for more money, and so now you have more clients, and now you got to do more work. You know, it's that kind of energy here. 4 of Wands is the final energy. So you're getting your house in order. For some of you, you are solidifying plans, or you are making it clear for the next people that come in, the next round of people, how to succeed. For some of you, it's like maybe you started I don't know why I'm hearing like a GoFundMe or something like that. It doesn't have to be that. But for some of you, you started some sort of a nonprofit or something like this. And now you are ready to hand the baton over to the next person. So you are coming up with I can't remember the term for that. There's a specific term for like operating. We'll call it operating rules. When it comes to operating whatever this is, you are getting ready to hand something off to somebody or something like this here, or you're getting ready to enter a contract with someone or something like this here, and you're just doing what you got to do to get that shiz done. Okay. Something's almost over. That's why that 4 of Wands is there as well. It's like the finish line. You're about to graduate or whatever this is. You're almost there. The 3 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck here. 3 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. You've got support, but at the end of the day, you've got to do everything on your own. And you're doing that very well. You're managing things much better than you may give yourself credit for. So this is all that I have for my group number 2s. Thank you so much for tuning in. There is an extra special TAYliens message at the very end just for you that is subscribed here, whether you subscribed today, yesterday, the day before, a year ago, it doesn't matter. There is a TAYliens message at the very end just for you. There may be one message in there that's meant to find you, or it could be the whole thing. So just stay tuned. And next, I'm off to group number 3. Group number 3, you could be seeing doubles, triples, quadruples of things. Group number 3, you could be seeing multiples of things, okay? Or multiplication is relevant here. Deja vu is relevant here. Seeing something that you thought you already saw before, or you know you already saw before, is something relevant here, okay? So we're going to be diving into your reading to talk about the energies impacting you from the ethers, the energies impacting your inner world, as well as the energies impacting your external world, and then how that is overall having people to perceive you at this time. All right. This is an overall energy checkpoint for you to check in with yourself, as this week has been highly impacted by Aries North Node, Libra New Moon. As I said, Aries North Node, looking at the bottom of the deck as we're shuffling for that. Okay. As well as the solar eclipse energy. That is going to be extra information that we're going to be gathering over on Patreon, which is the second link in the description box if you're interested in finding out about this new year. Yeah, it's a new year, baby. If you didn't know, Patreon's about to know. Okay, it's a new year. So what are you going to do with this energy, with this information? What are you going to do moving ahead, boo? We're going to talk about it on Patreon. You don't want to miss. All right. And if you're interested in booking a personal reading so that you can get a more personalized version of this reading, as this is general, you will want to click the very first link in the description box, which will be there once this video is up, so that you can book a 1-question or 2-question reading. I would recommend the 2 questions so that we can talk about the energies impacting you and then how people are perceiving you based on said energies. But I digress. Let's get started. The energies impacting your world based on the ethers. We have opposition with balance. Okay. So I feel like the ethers has been handing you a slice of humble pie. For some of you, this is feeling like it's bad luck. For others of you, it's discipline. Okay. So some of you feel like you're being punished, but others of you feel like you're just finally staying committed to your goals. Okay, so there's 2 groups here coming through mainly. The ethers probably has you feeling like, oh my gosh, I don't want to be doing this, but I'm so glad that I am. Or I didn't want to see this through at first, but I'm so glad that I'm seeing it through now. Okay. I'm seeing a progression here from group number 2 to group number 3. There could be relation between 2. This is like someone who, like in group number 2, is trying to practice for a marathon or practice their running or trying to keep up with something or like reach a personal best. Group number 3, you've already reached a personal best. You've already trained up to a certain point in time. And so now it's just like, I'm feeling this energy of you just being glad that you stayed committed. While others of you may feel as though you are being punished for staying committed. You may feel like you are being brought to the drawing board. You may be feeling like maybe you're being too stubborn. Tauran energy showing up here, Leo energy showing up here. Some of you are like looking in the mirror or going bat to bat with spirit to be like, okay, do you want me to stay disciplined to this? Or are you telling me to let this shit go? Okay. So right now the ethers have you looking in the mirror, proud that you stayed down or questioning if you should stay down. All right, let's see the energies impacting your internal world. Energies impacting your internal world. Okay, there's 2, but I'm not going to take them both. Your commitment is being tested and hold your vision. Guys, what did I just say? This is literally the epitome of what I just said. You're either in this state of glad that I stayed committed, or I need to know if I need to stay committed. You're right there. I just saw a new start is coming. As I said, you're right there. So the energy's impacting your internal world. The color purple is relevant. My neighbor is walking to my other neighbor's house in a purple dress, and there's a purple car over there. Okay, purple is relevant to this group. All right, the energy is impacting your internal world. A personal issue reaches resolution in the reverse, full moon in Cancer. Okay, so this is in the reverse, meaning that it has not been processed yet. Okay, it has not been digested or formulated yet. Confidence is your key to success. New moon in Leo. And energy is impacting your external world. Energy is impacting your external world. Energy is impacting your external world. Recognition and reward, aka the 3 of Pentacles, which did show up in group number 2 as well. So there is a link between the 2 groups for confirmation. Bottom of the deck is the Star with hope. Okay. This is point blank period. Simple. Simple, easy. For those of you that are here and happy that you are disciplined and stayed down, you're already receiving your flowers. That's what your external world is showing you. You're receiving your flowers, whether this is through compliments, through rewards, through recognition, through your own physical results, whatever it is, those of you that stay disciplined, you're proud that you have. And so this is just confirmation that you did it. Okay. I'm getting that Dora, nice emo, we did it, whatever she said. Okay. So it's like you're at the end, you're singing a song, you're just happy you got the shit done. Now, for those of you that don't feel like you see the results of your actions, it's because you're being called to keep going. Stay committed. That card literally came out. Your commitment is being tested and hold the vision. This is, I keep seeing, like, because of your card here, it's like, I keep seeing someone who's like, okay, I just got to keep pushing, got to keep pushing. I'm on 2.3 miles and I said I wanted to get to 3 miles. Just keep going, just keep going, just keep going. But you know how you feel when you get tired. Okay. That's what's going on here in this reversal card in your internal world. You're getting tired. There's something here that you've grown tired of, which means you need to switch up the way that you're doing something or switch up the scenery. Okay. This is not saying that you need to completely throw away something or upheave something, but it's saying that something is letting you know that you are bored with the current method or something like this here. Or for some of you, it's just plain old lack of faith in self that needs to be restored. I'm seeing someone brushing off a book or brushing off themselves. Okay. No matter where you feel like you are, this is really a point to say, I just need to dust myself off and make myself feel shiny and new again. I think that some things have gotten a little old or monotonous to you. So it's time to make things fun again, bring some life into it. Okay. So how are you currently being perceived based on the energies that we see here? I'm getting heavy crown chakra energy here. So people are viewing you as inspired, as enlightened. People are perceiving you to be maxed out is something that I'm hearing, like maxed out or to the max. We have the 8 of Wands. We have Judgment. We have the Ace of Cups reverse. Yeah, like you have no love to give unless it's got to do with this right here, this one thing or this commitment or this or that. There's just something here about like you being committed to something. The card coming in sideways is a 9 of Cups here. Yep. And let's get one more for the overall energy. We got 2, Page of Cups and the Lovers to the Hermit. Someone could be feeling left out of your life or left out of your world or feeling like you're not making choices that they want you to make. This could be someone who's like, oh, for some of you, you may have made a commitment and you're thinking of backing out. Yeah, I just saw the Devil card. Like there's this energy here that's trying to keep you somewhere because you feel like you made a commitment. Yeah, the Ace of Pentacles, the 10 of Swords, and the Ace of Swords. But you know goddamn well you need to let this whatever this go. Let it go. The Star at the bottom of the deck, and I just saw the Fool. You need to free yourself. Some of you already know that you need to free yourself. For a lot of you, this has to do with you saying like, oh yeah, I said that I was going to go do this with my best friend or do this or do that, but really that's your best friend's dream. That's your best friend's goal, or that's your mom's dream, that's your mom's goal, or that's your dad's dream, or that's your dad's goal. Like there's something here that you're committing to out of almost like pity. Yeah, the Ace of Swords here in the reverse. You're not being honest with yourself. Okay. So you are currently being perceived as someone who is righting some wrongs or undoing some things or going back on some things or going back on your word in some way, shape, or form. Okay, bottom of the deck is the 10 of Pentacles here. Yeah, you're rewriting your legacy. You're rewriting a few things or coming to terms with some things as well. You're working on setting yourself free from a time in life when you feel like you didn't love yourself. That's a straight channel. So for some of you, you feel like you're living in the world that you created for a version of yourself that was not true. Now you're standing in your truth and undoing some things. And that may have you going back on your word or rewriting this statement or something like this here, or refurbishing or rebranding. There's just something going on here where you are undoing the lies that you were telling yourself. And I'm not saying this in like a negative way. The Ace of Cups reverse with the Ace of Swords reverse being in your energy and the 9 of Cups sideways, it's like I have to be honest with Judgment and 8 of Wands here. I have to be honest with myself about how I feel. And I feel that I made these commitments out of the wrong reasons or for the wrong reasons or out of the wrong intentions or from the wrong space. And so I need to go back here. For some of you, you're dialing it back a bit. Some of you took on a promotion or took on some new energies or something like this here that you just simply were not ready for. And so you're giving it back generously. For some of you, you accidentally Like, I don't know if, like, I'm seeing something like someone filled out some paperwork and you accidentally got back way more than you had thought you would because of the way that you filled out this paperwork. And so now you feel a bit guilty. So now you are giving things back. You're giving out something for free. You feel like you hoarded something in some way, shape, or form for some of my group number threes, and you are finding a way to give it back so that you don't feel icky inside. For some of you, you feel icky for winning. You feel icky for succeeding. Okay, so there could be like this survivor's guilt energy that's radiating off of you at this time. Is how people could be perceiving you, is like feeling like you take so much and you don't give any in return. But this is all in your own head. There's definitely people, places, and things around you that appreciate you, and see what you do as more profitable than you could even imagine. Like, I really feel like this group here is struggling, feeling like you're not doing enough, or feeling like you're getting too much for what you're doing. But that's not the case here. There's just something here that you need to trust, that you are worthy of whatever it is that you're receiving. The Ten of Pentacles here, you're worthy of this. Page of Swords. Page of Swords is your overall energy. Yeah, the Page of Swords is not afraid to be nosy, meaning you're overlooking some things that you might have agreed to or whatever it is. The Page of Swords is not afraid to be nosy, to look where they need to look, okay? And the Page of Swords is not afraid to speak up, and they might make a slight comment about whatever it is that's in the agreement here. Bottom of the deck is the Ace of Swords. Yeah, look, the Page of Swords is like, look, bitch, I know that I said this, but I lied. I need this instead. You know, there's something like that going on here. Yeah, the Ten of Cups at the bottom of the, I'm sorry, the Ten of Cups right up under the Ace of Swords. And then the Empress is peeking out with the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, it's kind of like, I know we made this agreement, but honestly, I actually need 10,000 more, 7,000 more. I need more. Okay, I need 50 more of these, 6 more of those. I need 10 less of that, and I need 6 more of those. Okay, there's just something here where you're like, I know this is what I said, but this is what I'm saying. So there's some renegotiations about some new non-negotiables. And for some of you, this means that you have to give some things back because they don't agree anymore. For some of you, this is relationships ending or just splitting in some way, shape, or form. There's just something about you, again, righting your wrongs, giving some things back, making some things clear is another thing as well. This is how you're currently being perceived, is just making sure you set the record straight in whatever way that needs to be done for you and anyone that is involved. This is all that I have for my group number 3. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let me know in the comment section down below how that reading resonates with you. And I'm going to go ahead and proceed into group number 4. Thank you so much for being here. Let's go ahead and get it. If you want a more personalized version of this reading, you would want to click the very first link in the description box, head on over to my website and book a 1 or 2 question reading. The 2 question is suggested so that we can break down the reading on the energies that are impacting you, as well as how you are currently being perceived. If you also want more insight on this new life that we are stepping into, because it is basically not even basically, it's a new year, baby. It's a new energetic year. Okay. And if you want insight on that, you'll want to join Patreon, because we're going to be diving into that new portal energy that has been gracing us since Lionsgate. All right, but I'm going to leave it at that for now, and then we'll talk about it more in the future of this week here. So make sure you join Patreon if you want to stay up to date and in tune with the TAYliens messages over there. Okay. And now, speaking of TAYliens messages, there is a message at the very end, so I'll see you there. And group number 4. Group number 4. You could definitely be seeing a lot of 4s and a lot of 8s. Repeating 4s and 8s for my group number 4. 4s and 8s for my group number 4. Okay. I think that no matter who you are, my TAYliens must have clicked this, or like you are a TAYlien whether you are subscribed here or not. If you click group number 4, if you resonate with this image here, group number 4, and you're not subscribed to the channel, you have to click the subscribe button, because this is literally you being called to the TAYlien family. If you pick group number 4 and you're not subscribed, let us know in the comment section down below that you hit subscribe today because you clicked group number 4, because clearly you're being summoned, honestly, at this point. Okay, let's go ahead and get into the reading. Let's go ahead and get into the reading. Okay, so let's go ahead and dive into this and find out the energies that are impacting you from the ethers, the energies impacting your internal world, energies impacting your external world, as well as overall energies impacting you and how that has people perceiving you. If you want a more personalized breakdown of this reading, you would want to click the first link in the description box once this live video is up. It'll take you over to my website where you will go ahead and click on the 2-question reading, and then you will ask these 2 questions. How is the energy currently perceiving me? Second question would be I'm sorry, I mixed that up. The first question would be, how are the energies currently impacting me? 2, how are these energies currently impacting my perception, people's perception of me? Okay, just let me know that it's being inspired by this reading here. You could send me a link or whatevs and we'll get it shapoppin'. If you've already booked a reading like that, you already know it's quite simple. It's quite simple. But if you have any questions, comments, concerns, just let me know. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. And there is a TAYlien message at the very end. You, group number 4, are by default a TAYlien, so make sure you hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Now, let's get it. Okay, so the energies impacting you from the ethers is Neptune. So Neptune is all up in your business right now, babes. Neptune is all up in your business, which makes sense because you have this extraterrestrial alien card. Things are not what they seem. Okay, this is what the ethers are trying to show you, is that things are not what they seem. And we have ascendant outlook at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, so you are being elevated spiritually to see a little bit more. Okay, so things are being unveiled for my group number 4s. Okay, things are being unveiled to you. You're being chosen, summoned for something beyond the average Joe. Okay, Joe could be someone's name, or a cup of Joe. Where you're from, you talk about coffee. Okay, a cup of Joe. You get a cup of Joe or a cappuccino. Okay, now I'm just picking up on a lot of different things, so we're gonna leave that alone. Okay, and the energies impacting your internal world. We have nothing will come of this situation. The void, of course, moon. That's a fucking relief. Wow. Emotions are running high at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so you may have been anxious about something. You're being given the vision to see why you should not be anxious. Okay, or you're being given the energy, the cellular healing to no longer be anxious about something. Exactly. The 7 of Swords here is like your external world is 7 of Swords energy, letting you know, like, this is the truth. There's a truth being shown to you in your real world to eradicate some sort of fears. Look at that. Bottom of the deck is the Hermit, or the Solitude card. Something was all in your head. Something was not what it seemed. Let's see. But I'm getting that this, whatever this is a relief, because it's not this way. Something is relieving you. And because it's relieving you, for some of you, it's like you built up a whole identity, or you built up a whole, like, you covered your whole house in aluminum foil because of this, like, or like, I'm kind of getting like you did something kind of irrational. Not saying that the aluminum foil thing is irrational, not at all, actually, because we're not going to talk about it, but there's truth in everything. Anyways, but either way, you went to some extremes. I'm just tasting some sort of sour candy, like gummy worms or some shit like that. But you went through some sort of extremes that just didn't need to be. It didn't need to be this way. And because of that, like, basically, maybe you spent too much money trying to be preventative in this way and it wasn't necessary, or you were just overly worried about something and it just wasn't necessary. There's something here, like you were overly prepared for something and it just wasn't even necessary. Okay, so group number 4. Talk to me about my group number 4s. All your cards came out at one time. Okay, we have the King of Swords. Yep, look at that. Knowledge is power. The Ace of Pentacles. The 7 of Swords comes out again to the King of Cups. Wow. Some sort of truth comes out that turns you from stone to love, to warmth, to flesh. You literally go from the King of Swords to the King of Cups. Between the two of them is the Ace of Pentacles and the Seven of Swords. Something was not what it seemed, and that's a good thing. So you're currently being perceived as lightening up to someone or something, or opening up to the idea of something or someone. You're removing some sort of blinders that were keeping you stuck, okay? This is how you're currently being perceived, okay? One card for overall energy. Wow, the World. Something is now said and done. Bottom of the deck is the Six of Cups. Wow. Okay, so heavy closure energy here. Heavy emphasis on the closure. You've accepted that something is not going to occur a specific way, and so you're releasing this. And your external world is showing you why it's good that you are realizing that this isn't happening, because it wasn't even good for you. Again, that illusionary energy, Neptune energy. Your fears were amplified in a way. So you may have had heightened anxiety in the past 3 months as well. 3 to 6 months is what I'm getting. But the next 6 months is going to be very freeing for you from whatever it was that was causing anxiety. One card here, one more card here for my group number 4s, the Magician. Getting it done. It's almost as if you thought that doing something would cause or bring on some sort of negative consequence, or you were trying to be preventative. It's like, again, trying to be preventative so much so that you don't even allow the natural flow to go. Okay. Yeah. Look, the bottom of the deck is a Nine of Wands. Something had you stopped up in some way, shape, or form. Something was not naturally flowing because you were being overly cautious, is what it seems, or you were overly anxious. But something is bringing you a new form of found peace. For some of you, you were expecting something bad to happen. And when the energy is revealed, it's actually something good, if that makes sense. Like you felt like anxiety, like, oh my God, something's going to happen. And you were expecting something bad when really it's something good that happens. For some of you, it's a manifestation, the Magician here. Like, it's done. You did it. The World with the Magician is like, so it is done. You went from thinking about it to existing within it. The King of Swords to the King of Cups. You've thought of something or dreamed up something so much so until it became real. But for a lot of you, I'm not God. I'm not a doctor. I don't know why it was being reflected or projected as something to be anxious about. I think that just may be that unknown energy, something that was unknown. Confirmation. You just feared something that you didn't know. That's why you were feeling the way that you were feeling. But the anxious energy was just displaced, heightened energy. It wasn't a warning. It was just displaced, and you needed to move the energy around in some different way. That will be revealed to you, or it's already been revealed to you. Sometimes the only way to conquer a fear is to literally act on said fear, or to work through said fear, instead of trying to find out everything beforehand. Sometimes you can only learn everything through the process itself, as opposed to trying to find everything out beforehand. Sometimes you can only learn about like 40% before you jump in, and the other 30% you have to maneuver with. And then there's that additional percentage where it's like, okay, now I know how to move this around. You know, there's levels to something here, and you are now being able to see whatever these levels are. And now, because you can see, or you have this faith, whatever this is, now you can let go of that heightened anxiety that was preventing you from attracting something or bringing something in. For some of you, it's like you literally called for something, and then it rang your doorbell, and you're like, oh, hell no, who's at my door? But you're the one who freaking ordered it. And so you were stopping your own blessing because you refused to open the damn door, thinking that someone was out to get you, when really they brought you exactly what you asked to be delivered. Okay? Anything else? No. All right. On to my TAYliens message. Thank you so much for being here. Sending you guys so much love, so much life. Let me know how this reading resonates for you. And let's go ahead. Get it popping. Get it popping. Let me clean up here. And then we're going to get into group. Well, I was about to say a number, but my TAYliens group. Okay, so TAYliens, I'm hearing that song by Alicia Keys. Some people want it all, but I don't want nothing at all. If it ain't you, baby, if I ain't got you, baby. Okay, so Alicia Keys could be relevant. That song could be relevant. But let's talk about whatever this TAYliens message is. What TAYliens message needs to find my viewers today? We have some coveting going on here. It doesn't have to be a literal relationship, but this card talks about cheating on a partner. But I'm getting something about, well, first of all, missing from current relationship. Their personality, guilty party, cheating. I feel like someone wants to incorporate something in a relationship here, okay? We have the child at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, like someone, now this could be literal or metaphorical, but someone wants to bring something into a relationship or bring something up in a connection, or someone feels dishonest for not saying what they wanted here. So there could be some truths being revealed about what somebody wants, or truths being revealed about how something went down in the past. We have Taurus energy, the bombshell. Talk to me about this TAYliens message. It's time to take action. Yeah, someone feels like they have to show something in a relationship, or there's something. Yeah, you're very close to achieving your goals at the bottom of the deck. The Sun. Bottom of the deck is the Six of Cups. For some, I don't know why that's coming through. For some, you could be either having a conversation, having a dream, or something like this in regards to something from your past that wasn't true. There's a truth coming out now. Yeah, the Tower, as I say that. I'm feeling neutral about this right now, but for some reason, I feel like there's some sort of joy coming through here. The King of Swords. Yeah, there could be sudden communication coming from someone. Six of Cups from the past. Now, for some of you, if they're not literally reaching out to you, this is their energy kind of like invading your space as you are trying to move on. Nine of Swords. And the Three of Cups. Okay, so somebody definitely could. You could already be in a new connection or starting a new connection or just focus on your new future. Someone or something from the past may want to stick their little grimy hand in. It doesn't have to be a grimy hand. They don't have to be grimy. I could just be saying that. But I just feel like you're focused ahead. You're focused on the future with this. It's time to take action. New moon in Aries with the Sun card and the light. I just feel like you're focused on other things. You're basking in your bombshell Tauran energy. Yeah, the Two of Wands, you're focused on the future. And so I think that right now, either blasts from the past are going to come through physically, or they're going to come through mentally, spiritually, emotionally, just for you to heal. Okay, so there's Mercury retrograde in the air, but Mercury's not in retrograde. You know, it's giving that Some things are being cleaned up right now. Yeah, the Knight of Swords. Some things are being cleaned up, cleared out. And so they may show up in a weird way. There's weird manifestations showing up. And they could be big or small. Okay, but they're weird. Okay, the Queen of Pentacles here. But you're in a whole new energy. You're in a whole new energy now. So when these things pop up in your membrane or in your dreams or in your real life, I see you coming to conclusions on your own or formulating your own closure. They say that time heals all wounds. Well, you're about to meet time. And I'm going to leave it at that. Thank you so much for being here. And until next time, take care. Be well. Bye. See ya.